that fucking sucked. My batteries just died, like, mid-sentence. Alright, so I was talking about Flesh and Blood, and so, like I was saying, they kidnap Jennifer Jason Leigh, and she sort of has to seduce Rutger Hauer and kind of play along with all of the horrors that this group is doing so that she can stay alive and such. But it's like a really, I really dig this movie, and I'm so glad that I was able to get it with this big batch. So that's Flesh and Blood. Next we have After Hours. Oh my god, I so have the 80s crush on Griffin Dunne. Particularly in this and in American Werewolf in London, even though he's super, like, gorified in most of that, but even, like, with half of his face just slashed, he was still, like, so cute. But, yeah, like, After Hours, I mean, crazy romp, in, you know, New York City, late night, with, like, everybody and their mother being in this movie. And Terry Garr and her crazy plaster donuts and things. So yeah, like, I'm not gonna say too much about After Hours because I think it's probably one of the better known of the movies that, you know, it's like Scorsese. It's like that kind of, like, weird, like, Scorsese, like, more like, what's the one with Nicolas Cage in the ambulance? Shit. That one where Nicolas Cage was an ambulance driver. Like, that was sort of more in this kind of Scorsese style. Crap. Bringing Out the Dead. Bringing Out the Dead. Another good movie. So then we have Hell on the Pacific. And I've actually never seen this movie. This was a recommendation from Chris. And it's Lee Marvin and Toshiro Mifune, and, like, they're, you know, obviously it's, like, World War II, and obviously Lee Marvin's, like, the American officer, and Toshiro Mifune is the Japanese officer, and they're stuck on an island together, and hilarity ensues. No, it's, like, much more serious, and kind of, like, one of those, well, I hate you and everything that you are about, and then, yeah, I hate you too and everything you're about, but then we realize that we have to work together to survive, and then we realize that we are not so different after all. Or at least that's what I'm pretty sure this is about. I'm pretty sure that was sort of the synopsis that Chris gave me. Hell in the Pacific. I mean, I probably would have watched this movie anyway, because Toshiro Mifune is such a babe. Yeah. I don't know, it was he was hot and Japanese, and he had a beard, and he was just, there's something very, very attractive about him. So I'm really excited to watch this, because I've never seen it before, and I love good movie recommendations from friends of mine, so that's one of them. And then last but not least, Three Amigos. Oh my god, guys. This is one of those movies that I watched, like, way too much when I was really little. I watched this movie constantly. It was like this, Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, Inner Space, and Spaceballs were, like, this group of movies that weren't really kids' movies. Like, some of them, weren't kids' movies at all, but that I watched them probably from the ages of, like, 4 to 8, just constantly watch them. And because of that, I never picked up a copy of Three Amigos. And, like, I still don't have a DVD copy of Beetlejuice or Inner Space. I have Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. But there's, like, all of these movies from my childhood that, like, I watched them so much that I never remember that I don't have them. That they were VHS copies that were killed long ago, you know, and eaten by VCRs. But, I mean, again, everybody knows Three Amigos. Everybody loves Three Amigos. It's just a freaking hilarious little piece of nonsense. And I mean, it's like freaking John Landis. So it's like, how can you not love John Landis? I'll do like a whole video series on all of my favorite John Landis movies. But yeah. Here we go. So those are some movies that I bought recently. And so I figured I'd share them with you with nonsense and tomfooleries. So I've done that. And hopefully this was under 10 minutes and I don't have to cut it down or make it into 2 videos or anything. So with that, PamAnnJett signing off!